position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Alabama's offense will get first crack at it today. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Punch it out of the air. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught near the stick. It's working. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball in the air.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Sets up the screen. Inside the 35. There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early. We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here in this game, in this environment. All 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
The Sun Devils offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know him, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Surging forward on the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here's the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hale. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Finds his tight end. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Meadows. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get... Here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Pulls it in. It's Hamilton. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Moss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of the...
Turning it on! They get him out of bounds, but a choke play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They've got a first down here to open the period. Motion from the wideout. Goes to the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the deflection by the defense brings out 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Snags it quickly on the left. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick handoff. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defense.
Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
I know this isn't the the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Levin. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they're not on the same page there. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And the veteran presence is obvious for this senior behind center. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. On the run, fires downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy that's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
This time it's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Under fire. He'll pull it down. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He's in open space downfield. Got the first down and more. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Extending the play. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point was good to finish things off. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No.
I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Moore. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. You've got a 3rd and manageable. Back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Quarterback will keep it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Flushed out of the pocket. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
31, Arizona State, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Got the quick pass. Always got some space. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Line is set on third down. The give to the tailback. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Levin. Fires downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the officials see something to bring it back? So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll make this stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown time!
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
That makes the score Alabama 38, Arizona State 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Arizona State Sun Devils will take over 1st and 10.
Dropping back, it's Levin. Unloads it left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter. defender in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
There he goes. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Sun Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To throw, it's Levin. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hamilton. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Going to the running game. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Dampier. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Hale. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Quick release on the RPO. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Arizona State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
To the air, it's Dampier. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
When they try to spin it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. The give to the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Second down, he'll throw it. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Back open in the middle. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a 4th down decision time coming. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Sun Devils had this offense rolling. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Looking for the score. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive, trying to take it back. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the... and now this offense is clicking.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. The short hands, it's Scott. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
To the ground with the back. Inside the 30. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Alabama! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Makes the catch, it's Hamilton. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Sun Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hamilton.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Back to pass. It's Levin. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
Man, that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like
breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. Complete on the comeback. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. He wants to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Sun Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Going to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. At the 45 on its way. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do...
Gashing the D on the... And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Arizona State, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Scanning the field, it's Levin. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every